Look at that mixologist. This is warrior, which means none of my cards matter, so I don't know what opponent my cards would matter against. Oh my goodness, we have one Raza and Papercraft Angel, so that's something. Hey Pug, hey Jeff. And there's that. I guess my plan is this, coin, this. And then maybe play that after? Does that sense make? We could rat on two! That went really well when I was doing that in that other video. I think that went really well in that other video. Boop. Hey Gorgonzormu. You blame Renee for that rat? Me too. Me too. It's always Renee's fault. She agrees.
No.
Seemed like it to me. Freedom is spaghetti. Oh my goodness, is that cheating? Bran on 5, isn't that cheating, chat? Maybe it is time to rat. Let's go. What you got? That's, yeah, we can't have them doubling that battle cry, you know what I mean? Nothing in my whole deck copies it, right? Yeah, because I don't have Puppet Theater. Should I put a Puppet Theater in here so I can play the Bran too? Alright, I feel like we got to kill him now. We're just gonna surprise him with this Papercraft Angel at some point. Oh no! Worst part is that kills all my biggest things without killing any of their biggest things. Get something cool? Ooh, Zerum on a rat. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You always want to see more rats. Alright, next question is, do I ever have lethal here? Surely the answer is no, right? I think I want to play this. And maybe this in advance. Seems good.
What is Elun's will?
At last, a worthy disciple.
Neat. Alright. Then I'll play that. We'll go face. And then hopefully they don't heal in the meantime and we can just kill them now before things get out of hand. Scary. Scary, chat. Alright, this Finley is going to be the nuts, you'll see. I like that they didn't heal at all. I'm a little scared I won't have the damage. Like, it'd be nice if I had that. Alright, so... Man, every time, chat. Every time. I didn't do the math. I hope this works out.
Are you afraid of the dark?
It super does. I don't even need my rat. So, I guess I won't do it. Has anyone ever, like, you know, drawn Spawn of Shadows off the top of the deck when it just makes all the math easier? Kind of want to put Sing Along Buddy in here. I think there was another one. Oh, I was thinking about Puppet Theater. This Puppet Theater seems so greedy, but I guess like in greedy matchups, it's got to be phenomenal, right? It's useless against aggro and combo is my thought. So it's like a Reno mirror card, which I guess is okay. Hey, Paynova. Keeping it 3 Jillion as Boo does. True. True. Oh my goodness, it's another discard every card in your whole deck, Warlock. I'm looking forward to it. Can Marshy beat this thing this time? That is the real question. A question of all time. Alright. We have to make sure not to plan anything at any point, because at some point they're just gonna like Theatar, Dirty Rat, ticket us me into next week. And so all of our plans are gonna get thrown out. We're just gonna rely, we're gonna be Yugi, not looking at his hand and just playing the top card of the deck in this matchup, right? We're just gonna see how everything goes. Hey, Alray. I queued P-Star the other day. He was down in the 2500s. Think you just got high rolled? That was this deck, right? Yeah, they high rolled. That deck isn't good. Well, this is gonna give me a second Miracle Salesman, which I don't love. But it's gonna be a lot of stats on curve, which I do like. Oh, now it might give me two good things. Alright, don't give me a Miracle Salesman, please. Please. No. Look at my sick tempo, chat. Remember when Kazakis? I'm like the last person playing Kazakis. Alright, goodbye, Reno Lone Ranger. You will be missed by me. We're going face, chat. We're the Smorkers in this matchup. They're gonna come in here with their spaghetti soup, try to ruin me. MartianBuu, is that you? It is me. In the flesh. It is me in the pixels, right? I stand before you, a pixelated monstrosity, here to curse card games with fungus or something, I don't know. I see. I'm currently sporting 12 damage. I think I just want to do this, don't I? But just keep the Smork train going. Wow. I guess I could see this being handy. I'm an aggro deck, chat. Alright, I'm Shadow Priest, right? Of course it's an aggro deck. Everyone knows Shadow Priest is an aggro deck. Alright, chat, don't let me trade two of these, please. Come on. Alright, Almond Stool. Look at me just dragging. We take the overdraw, right? Like, who cares? And like, buttons would draw me one card. The rest of these two are Stupid. I guess this is fine. Hey, dog nuggets. Oh. Goodbye, Lugnut. Your soccer team lost. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I imagine you're in shambles. Kazakis is never outdated. I will never give him up. Right there with you, buddy. Right there with you. How strong do you think Odd DK would be if their hero power gave them 2 dudes?
We have turned our curse into our
I think you could have a wild deck with it. I think strong enough that, you know, it would be decent in wild. Maybe. Are there odd cards even good? There would have to be good odd cards. I don't know if there are. Then how do you upgrade that in standard? Just Justicar, right? Yeah. I mean, you could have an odd deck if they made that change for wild. I don't think it would be broken.
Any problem?
What if you already have deck tracker? Then I'm SOL, I guess. I don't know. Goodbye. That. You guys remember Merc Sparkeel? Do you guys remember Even Shaman? Remember when Even Shaman was every other game? Terrible times. I think the bots killed Wild more than the meta did. Like, people might have been on their last straw of Wild because of various meta reasons, but when the Wild Hearthstone bots flooded the scene, I think that's when, like, all the streamers just stopped having fun. It was something that the Wild streaming scene might have survived if it had happened at a different time, but it happened at the time that it did. So, unlucky. And the extra health on this has actually been brutal. Guess I could hit it with this, but I was planning on coining Raza this turn. I was about to say maybe I'll just ping it once and it'll be fine, but now that they have 2 of these, it doesn't matter. So I guess I'm pinging one of those. The bot invasion was so weird. Yeah. I have to be careful and not play this unless I really feel like I can next turn. Because I need to be able to play this. Oh no, is this a bot? Did we find the last Even Shaman bot? Chat, I didn't know they still made those. See, that seems pretty good. Alright, so I guess I'm doing this, and what else? Nothing. This will draw a card. Teehee. Look how tiny it is. Hey, it's another way I could have stolen it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that turn. Poor thing is all alone, yeah. It feels like, you know, if we were looking at the David Attenborough Wild Hearthstone special, he'd be talking, this would be at the end of the special when he's talking about how, you know, we need better conservation practices to keep these ecosystems alive. Timmy Streamer coming in with the big raid. How are you, Timmy Streamer? Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. How's your stream? I think I never lose as long as I Reno this turn, right?
We're
So I guess I'll go with the never lose option. Hello, I73110N. It was funny when people were expecting the totem change to make even shaman better, when like strength totem was the actual best totem in the hero power pool, and this is the worst one in the, or the spell damage one is the worst one in the new pool. Well, your wish is my potato. You guys probably want Jiraxis, right? Alright. I'm game. Are the balance changes out already? And if yes, why aren't we playing Elemental Shamanin? We're not playing Elemental Shamanin because I'm only doing a short stream today for the sake of posting a video today. And I'm going to do a longer stream tomorrow where I might actually consider... Well, now I have to get rid of that. Your day will come, Jiraxis. Do a longer stream tomorrow where I can actually, like, build a deck. Infinite Infernals, yep. Marshy knows what the people want. It's true. It's true. There's gotta be a lethal here, right? Like, I could have hit with this, then swapped their stats and hit with it. There was definitely lethal, right? I wanted to pause and take a second and imagine if there was gonna be a lethal here, because here's the thing. I'm literally never not going to play this card this turn. I don't care if my opponent had 1 health left after this was over and I otherwise could have killed them super obviously. I was never gonna do that. Okay, I had to play a bunch of Infernals first. Otherwise it's stupid. That said, the Zul'jin thing would have been a pretty cool play. But like, I've never had the opportunity to play Jiraxis and like go Infernal, play a card Infernal before. I didn't want to pass that up. I will return, and in greater numbers.
What?
How do people have so much dialogue in their brains? Yeah, good question. I don't know that I have so much. I have like a catalog of 50 or 60 quotes from various movies that are just top of mind for life, for apparently, because I watched those movies when I was a kid. Some of them are super random. Like, I have this Princess Mononoke quote that's just kind of top of mind forever, where it's just the stupid corrupted boar towards the end going, "Forward, my warriors!" And so now whenever I say forward, that line comes to mind. The one that gets me the most is catastrophic. I can't hear the word catastrophic without thinking of that scene in The Phantom Menace when the guy is on the little holocom and he's like, "The death toll is catastrophic. You must contact me." I can't hear the word catastrophic ever without thinking the death toll is catastrophic. All right, that made my glasses worse. Chat. I wish it didn't have to be this way, chat. Wish my glasses could just be clean. I wish my glasses could just not be on my face. Should I just be a no glasses streamer from now on? If I squint, I think I can still see what you say. Hello, Mr. Streamer. How's your day so far? My day is great. I've decided that I'm not a glasses person anymore, ever again. So, it's freeing, really. Can't see the details of this. Oh, Renee's over here to help me out. Thank you. She's gonna get my glasses nice and pristine so we can put them on the mantelpiece so we can remember back, back in the day when I used to wear glasses, what it would look like. If this gets me wild growth, I'm uninstalling. Alright. Hello, gamers. See, I can still read. It's like, you know, what is that? Is it 420p or something? I forget. Like, what's the one below 720? It's 480p, right? Something like that. I don't know. Whatever that P is, that's the P I see in right now. Wow. Oh yeah, it's stew process. What if I just like, what if we smork them down? Let's go. Let's just get them with the old spawn of shadows. Glasses are ancient technology from the before times. I agree. Oh please, it's like the first thing I say every time I come here. I bet Martian just guessed. True. That is what happened. I've been guessing literally everything. 480p? Alright. I see in 480p right now. That's what I'm doing. Alright, I'm going to do this, get my Raise Dead, then Raise Dead, get back Spawn of Shadows, and then win the video game on the spot. What did I say? As far as I know, one of these is Raise Dead. Why would I have any idea otherwise? I'm not wearing glasses. I know that I don't want any of these, actually. Do I take this just to not draw it? Chat. I don't want to draw in this matchup. Why don't I just try not drawing? Alright, thank you. Thank you. Renee, this is the Renee certified glasses cleaning. Okay, it's good. Thank you. Or is it that bad? Is it 360p? It's 360p. What's the 100p one? That's the one I want. Dang Martian is the best guesser I've ever seen. What can I say? What can I say? You know, it's years of hand reading in Hearthstone have brought me to be able to chat read without reading chat. Yeah. Hi forever chum bomber 240. I like that 144. It honestly isn't that bad. It's probably closer to like if good vision is like if good vision is 1080p, taking the glasses off is probably, you know, I mean it might be 480. Somewhere between 480 and 720. I can still make things out. They just don't look good and I have to like try. The glasses, you know, the glasses, I think they almost put me in 1080. I don't think they quite. I've been informed my girlfriend sees in about 240p, so I can imagine it is one of the experiences of all time. It's pretty bad. Isn't good vision 8K? I am talking about metaphorically. I don't care what's actually true. We're talking in terms we can all understand, unless we don't understand them. Mista Vista. Why wouldn't you want that in your Mista Vista? I'd want that in my Mista Vista. Well, neat. I win. Chat, you lose. Chat, you lose. Get over it. Well, now I'm sad I don't have my Spawn of Shadows anymore. Gloopity gloop. Ow. You cut that out right now. You cut that out right now. Renee is watching the episode of Avatar where they're stuck in the desert and Sokka goes crazy with cactus juice. It's pretty funny. Opponent is glooping out of their mind. It's true. They're glooping it. Another Mista Vista. Wow.
Nothing.
Words?
It'll quench you.
Yeah.
It's the quenchiest.
Oh, you know what? There's a raised dead in here, isn't there? Oh, and that could raise something. Sick. Spawn? Can we get the spawn, chat? Oh man, not even for my YouTube video. I see how it is. Alright. Now I just want to do this and get the raised dead organically. Sick! Alright, for sure this raised dead gives me my spawn of shadows. But don't we just win regardless? That's a lot of pings. Oh, and we have this. Sick. Wow. I had even more damage. Who needs spawn of shadows anyway? Who needs spawn of shadows anyway, chat? I've always said this. Alright. Why is it even in the deck in the first place? What was in the water in 2009 to 2011 that made pop music associate Mick Jagger with attractiveness? There's this song and TikTok that both favorably describe him. Well, maybe he's beautiful. All right. Maybe he has a sophisticated look, right? You know how, like, there are artists that, you know, you require a certain pedigree to appreciate this art. This is a fine piece and blah, 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 blah. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe you need a sophisticated palate to appreciate the beauty of Mick Jagger. Also, does Mick Jagger have aura? Right? You know, attractiveness isn't all about how pretty you are. You know, sometimes you get around it by having the right aura. Does he have aura? I'm not familiar enough. I'm pretty sure Mick Jagger has been associated with attractiveness for like decades. Okay, I'm sorry. I looked up Mick Jagger, and this was the first pick that she... I mean, how could you not think he's beautiful, right? This is the hottest guy I've seen on stream today. Okay. Of course he's associated with attractiveness. What are you talking about? Don't you feel silly now? I bet you feel silly. I would if I were you. I don't know about that, but it does look like he has the moves. Can't find the song now, but it's all the same except when it goes, I've got the moves like Jagger. Yeah. Steve Buscemi looking mother. When is pop culture going to universally acknowledge the stunning good looks of MartianBuu? I know, right? I just need to get my first single out. Right, okay. What should I write a song about? What is the next Marshy hit going to focus on? That is a face only a mother could love. Well, we're all mothers. We're all mothers now. You just said so. Because Mick Jagger is the universal, you know, staple. Everyone knows that Mick Jagger is the hottest guy. So, if only a mother could love that face, then we're all mothers. Can I top deck other Raza, by the way? That would go really well for me right now. Unluckers. Unluckers. Do you have a Raza? It's not the one I wanted, but still. Marshy TCG rat? I had no idea what he looked like until now. The image I had is shattered. Last Kaleidosaur Electric Boogaloo. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Martian really reminds me, McJagger, compliment. Sick, thank you. It's the Raza they stole from me. Oh, never mind. I'm out. I'm bored. You're too true. You're too true. Chat, we've already learned that you're not supposed to pay attention to what's happening in these games, okay? So don't expect me to pay attention to what's happening in these games, because you know I won't be. I'm just gonna sit here and vibe my way to winning this matchup. Isn't Kazakis too slow? Okay, so Nick streaming. I see it's your first message, but so I'm gonna let you off easy here. But what you need to understand, you need to know something about how dare you get so lucky, you big stinky potato jerk. But anyways, in this stream, we do not disparage my boy Kazakis, okay? He's the nuts. How dare you say otherwise? Oh. I guess I just take this back, right? By take this back, I mean take it initially, but still. The real answer is yes, Kazakis is an outdated card. It just happens to be a favorite of mine. And it's not outdated enough to where I wouldn't want to play it. Like, it's better than this. This is a card that's commonly played in these decks, and Kazakis is better than this, right? So this is what you should be asking, is why are people playing this garbage? So if I do this, I can kill that. All right. If power is what you seek, potatoes are what I provide. Remember when you would pick 10 pots with Kaza? I remember. Martian, you talked about how you used to be an absolute gaming degen and that ruined your eyes. Now... I don't know that I use those terms, but yes. Sorry, one second. Wow, this is a terrible potion. I'll take it though, I guess. Martian, you talked about how you used to be an absolute gaming degen and that ruined your eyes. Now, were you together with Renee before or after you stopped being a degen? Definitely Renee, years of continuing to be a degen, and then I stopped. Like, Renee and I were 23 when we started going out, so there were still many years of degen ahead of me. She saved you? She saved me from joining the military. I was so lost for direction in my life. I was about to join the Marines just because I didn't know what else to do. Oh, my opponent is based. My opponent is actually just straight up based on a true story. I want to do that. All right, how come they get to run Anduin main deck? Like, I would have my Anduin right now. I don't need it. I already have this Raza in play, but still, I want to do that. Polkelt into Raza, just like we used to. Do I ruin my... I'm still a ways away from finding my Raza, right? Let me just do this. It reshuffles the Polkelt, which is unfortunate, but there we go. Your wife made you quit being a degen cold turkey? Oh my goodness, chat, look how good I am at Hearthstone. Has anyone ever been better than me at Hearthstone? I don't think so. I don't think that makes any sense.
Fast here.
Okay. Dang, I would have booked DJ Throbulator for my wedding. I am currently single. No! Chat, that game was nuts! Why am I getting a forced update right now? No! Is that game over? That was going in my YouTube video! Chat! If I don't get to finish that game, I'm uninstalling Hearthstone forever. This game is going in my video one way or another. Either because it's an awesome game, or because it's the last video I'm ever uploading to anybody's channel. I'm back. My game looks stupid, but at least I can play it. We're so back, chat. We're so back. Hearthstone's the best game ever, alright? How could it not be? How could it not be? Nothing wrong with it. Except the way that it looks now that I've logged back in. But, you know, at least there's that. Martian career not over? Yeah, not yet. Give it time. Also, this is a terrible hero power. I don't want this. Unless it gives me a bunch of, well, what would I even want from it? I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna do this. The Sploogs of Azeroth's potential. None of that for you. None of that for you. Wow. I could see this being good. Depending on what they play. So my plan is for next turn to Finley into Spawn of Shadows. Wow, I hope I don't top deck Spawn of Shadows. There's nothing I can do anymore unless this is a one cost thing. Oh, sick, we got one. Cower before me. That's pretty good. Hey, Jordan. Hearth let you back in? Yep. Yep. Remember when you owned me by getting Mega Shark off of the Shadow Bullet hero power? That's funny. I don't quite remember. I've played a lot of games. Seems like something that would happen. ETC doesn't do anything for me here, right? Alright, I'm trusting you, Spawn. Thank you. Thank you. Chat, was that worth it? Should I have just missed the 2 damage? Dear opponent, you are as dead as a dead knob. Chat, that is my, like, stupidest joke I've ever had, right? Like, why do I make that joke so many times? Dead as a dead knob? Who even gets that? You're like, that just seems like... That seems like the type of, you know, saying that just isn't said anymore. You know what I mean? Who says dead as a doorknob anymore? I know I don't. Alright, well, pretty sure that's the last episode of this video, so if you're watching on YouTube, you better subscribe. You better subscribe to the Marshy channel. MartianBuu's favorite classes of all time. I think I'm gonna have to go with Hunter in Dead Last. There have been a couple Hunter decks like Beast Hunter and Katharina Hunter and Spell Hunter that I've really liked, but I wouldn't say I've ever really loved the class itself. Then maybe I'll go with Paladins. Similarly, there have been a couple decks that I've really liked. I actually really liked pre-Odd Hunter Dude Paladin quite a bit and was very frustrated at the level up nerf. Overall, I think Paladin decks are pretty boring. The recent Reno Paladin deck with Uther of the Evanblade has been awesome though. I almost played that deck today, but I didn't end up doing it. Then I guess I gotta give it to Death Knight, who has decks that I really like, specifically Triple Blood, but the rest of them are largely boring, and I think the class overall has been kind of a major disappointment. But I do let it get carried by the flavor of Death Knight just because I like that class so much when it comes to Warcraft lore overall, and also I really like Triple Blood DK. Then Shaman, I think starting with Shudderwalk is when I got an appreciation for Shaman, and my Shaman love has largely been contained to just that one deck. I really liked Wild Reno Shudderwalk Shaman back in the good old days before Serenite Chain Gang got nerfed. When Classic came out, I really liked Classic Shaman, but I did not like Classic Shaman at the actual time of Classic Shaman. It took me a long time, all the way till 2018, to actually like the class at all. Well, maybe that's not true. I liked Faceless Manipulator, Emperor Thorse, and Earth Elemental Shaman. That was pretty funny. It's starting to get tougher now. I guess I'll say Mage. I think Mage has had some of my favorite decks ever, particularly early versions of Wild Quest Mage. And I have really liked APM Mage and whatnot, but historically, I think, and even today, the Mage class overall is just kind of annoying, so I don't really love that one. And now that Mage's primary identity is random discovers and generation, I really don't like it, so it has very low playability for me in Standard. Maybe on the same level as Mage, I like Rogue. I do think that Rogue has a lot of decks that I've liked, but it has very few that I've loved, if that makes any sense. I think Miracle Rogue from Classic and Kingsbane Rogue in various forms have been decks that I've really liked. But apart from Kingsbane Rogue, I don't think I'm really attached to any of them. But they do have plenty of decks that I've liked quite a bit. I usually like to play Rogue decks. Then I guess Demon Hunter. So Demon Hunter I really liked when it first came out, and I think the flavor is still good, and I've liked several Demon Hunter decks, but whenever a Demon Hunter deck that I like shows up in Standard, I start to play Standard again, and then they gut it, and I don't like Standard anymore. So I keep getting debated into developing an interest in Standard because of cool Demon Hunter decks, and then they keep getting nerfed into unplayability and wasting my time, so. Alright, so now we're down to the ones that I would really consider my favorites. I suppose I'll go with Warrior here. I think if Warrior had stayed the way it was before the Fiery War Axe nerf, all the way through to now, then it would still be my most favorite, but it spent good long years being completely unplayable from my perspective. And not like the class wasn't good during all those years, because that's not true, just the type of warrior decks that I loved did not manifest for a long time. Lately, we've had Reno Warrior and Even Warrior and Odin Warrior, and all those types of control warrior decks that I used to really love in early Hearthstone have started to pop up again. So if it had been that way all the way through, then awesome, it would probably still be my number one, but it really wasn't. Priest is another one, like some of the others, where the class overall I don't really care about too much, but it has one deck that I really like, and I really like this one. So Raza Priest, huge fan. I'm not as big of a fan of modern Reno Priest, where it's kind of just a pile of whatever Scrumbus and you just win off the back of Renathal, and it doesn't even matter if you find Raza and Anduin or not. But I have a long history of loving this deck, and it really appeals to the type of Hearthstone deck that I prefer the most, which is a control deck with a late game combo win condition. So huge fan of Raza Priest, and it carries my Priest love all the way up to number 3. So for number 2, I have Druid. And I think if I was just going to judge the last 2 or 3 years of Hearthstone, Druid would be number 1 for me by a mile. To this day, even despite all of the wild specific druid nerfs, I still love playing pretty much any wild druid deck that isn't an early all-in combo like Dorian Druid. But anything with the Guffs and the ramp and the late game and the Reno and the Renethal and the whatever, like there was so much fun stuff to do with the type of ramp that Druid had the last few years. And finally we have Warlock, which there hasn't really been that many fun Warlock decks for me lately. But if we look at overall of Hearthstone, I think Warlock has been by far the most consistently fun class for me and remains thousands of wins ahead of all of my other class wins, despite the fact that I don't really consider myself a class main of any kind. I will always play a deck that I think is fun over a class that I think is fun, if that makes sense. So I play all kinds of things, but Warlock just happens to appeal to me by such a large margin that it's just maintained its lead even after I've lost a little bit of love for the class due to recent Warlock playstyles. So that's my class tier list, or class favorite list or something. Bye.